Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Spyro the Dragon. Yeah, I'm not going to say Spyro Reignited Trilogy this time, so don't wait for it. Welcome to part 12. Last time we actually entered the 5th hub world in this game, a fantasy world called Dreamweavers. The place that is actually overrun by fools, so I should be feeling right at home. But the hub world itself is completed, fully drained out of gems, and therefore it is time to actually go into the stages. The first one on the list officially being Dark Passage. Let's go in here and see whether these stages are also pretty foolish. Alright. Hey, interesting, Spyro does not do over-exaggerated dive into the stage this time around. But anyway, we have arrived, and the shrinking and growing of enemies that we saw in Dreamweavers itself, we're also going to see here. Be careful not to get charged by big dogs, by the way. As you can see, there are fools in the stage, and the moment they actually turn off their lights, the enemies suddenly start growing in size. Dog enemies is one of them, but also these turtle-like enemies. The turtles also have metal shells, by the way, so don't use your flame on them. The turtles can only be taken out by charging. But they are going to be the main set of enemies here. Oh, speaking of enemies, they are also involved with the achievement in the stage. These dogs most of all, so now we can actually point out what to do the moment we meet more growing dogs. That was all it seems. I'm still going to hit you, by the way. Oh, here's a dragon. Kasiya.
The enemies here can be quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
I'd rather flame the fools.
Now you're thinking.
Yeah, he knows how it works. Even though officially you don't have to, not in this stage by the way. As you might have noticed, the fools actually automatically shift between on and off in this stage. But you can also still do it manually if you hit them. Alright, here's another one of these big dogs. Make sure he actually stays big, because we need to flame them the moment they are big. Even though it's tempting to actually wait for them to shrink, like this, so they actually become a little bit less harmful. We actually want a couple of them to be big the moment we take them out. Chivo, bad doggies. Defeat 3 demon dogs while in large form. And the moment you've unlocked that, then you can kill them normally. Or if you simply don't care about achievements. But who doesn't care about achievements? Next dragon, Azizi.
Thank you for releasing me.
And that was short-lived. Alright, we can take care of you guys. They will actually charge you the moment you get too close, so be careful for them. The turtle enemies are the exact opposite when it comes to that. They will actually shoot you from a distance. They have a fireball attack, unlike these guys. You can see over here. They just try to shoot a fireball at you. Which increases in size the moment the turtle is big, of course. Ah, here we have another reinforced chest. So, we need to start looking for a way to actually open that. Most of the chests actually get opened with fireworks, but not always. But I'm pretty sure in this case it does get opened by fireworks. So hit you. Then our little doggy over there turns small and we can easily take him out. Keep one up. Not sure if I like these Cupid dudes, by the way. But they're easily taken care of. Next dragon, Bakari.
You know, I think you just might be the dragon to defeat nasty Gnorc.
That's me, all right.
Oh, now you find out. I've been busy with this adventure quite a while, sir. But you were actually trapped in crystals, so you couldn't know. The exit portal we're obviously going to ignore here. We're far from being done. You can also see that on the map. We have not even been to the western island yet. If we actually take a look at all of the corridors we see over here, We'll see we've passed through most of them already. But there should be one platform we can jump to where we have not been to yet. I think it's over there. Yeah, it is. But let's make sure we get a better vantage point. Let's jump to this platform over here. And then turn around and you will see there's a corridor in the wall over there we can glide to. And that is actually where our collection continues. The stage itself is already officially over. We've reached the exit portal. But most of the collectibles in the stage are actually in a hidden pathway right over here. And this whirlwind over here is our way back. But we are not interested in that, of course. Let's move on this pathway. More of the same enemies, of course. That is not a surprise. 20 gems in the chests here. 2 turtles, so I need to be careful. One of them should be able to actually shoot me in time, so... Okay, I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. It seemed to go straight through me. Alright, it should be everything on this platform. We can continue down here. And this is our way to the western island, as you can clearly see. So, let's go charge yourself through a couple of doggies. Sounds like a fun thing to do. Oh. Sir, I did not ask you to do that, so... Let's go turn on the light so you actually become a little bit smaller. And then you're still able to hit me. Oh, go me. I have no problem avoiding the big fireballs, but the small ones I get hit by. Never mind. I'm just going to assume I'm not going to die in this part. Unless I get hit again. Stupid arrows. Luckily this one still missed me, but I do need to start paying attention. Enemies are not as easily avoided anymore. This late in the game. Parts where enemies do pretty much nothing and are just there to fill the stages, so that part is over. Is this continuation? I think it is actually, so... let's at least rescue the dragon now that we're here. Apara.
Thanks, Spyro. I'd love to help you catch Nasty, but I'd really hate to be trapped in Crystal again.
Don't worry. The only one that's gonna be trapped is him.
Hopefully, indeed. It did not take Nasty Gnorc a whole lot of efforts to actually entrap all of the dragons in this land, so... He might have more tricks up his sleeve. Assuming he actually wears sleeves. Oh, I thought there was another platform we could jump to, but... Not too sure why I thought that, because it's clearly not the case. You can indeed only go here. Oh, and thank you for opening the chest, sir! Apparently these enemies can also open up chests. Nice to know. Not a whole lot of use for it, but still. Something I did not know yet. Could jump to this platform. And be careful, because even though they are small, they can still hurt you if they actually get charged. But we did perfectly. We should be reaching the end of the stage by now. Oh, there's still one more dragon here. Obasi.
Thank you for releasing me.
Well, I'm not sure why the game actually put so many dragons in this stage, because most of them didn't really have a whole lot of things to say. 2 of them were simply just, thank you for releasing me, and nothing more. Apparently they just wanted to have a lot of save portals in this stage. It seems the developers thought this was a pretty difficult stage. Something I don't really agree on, in all honesty. Even though it is pretty long, it's not per se difficult. But they did place a lot of save points here. That is probably the reason why so many dragons are here. They weren't able to actually find dialogue for all of them, so... Most of them simply said, thank you for releasing me. Ah, here we are at the end. We have reached the end portal yet again, only this time with the ability to use fireworks. Remember that chest we found earlier? There we are, final couple of gems. 500 in total. And including the achievement, we have 100% complete here in Dark Passage. First stage of Dreamweavers. Let's quickly get out because I can see 10 minutes have already passed. And I of course like to do another one, so we are going to go back quickly and see if we can find stage number 2. There we are. Okay. I think I know where I need to go. Not sure about the official order in this hub world, so I actually looked it up beforehand. And it seems the next one we're going to want to go to is Lofty Castle. And if I remember correctly, this is also not a short stage, so better go in here quick. And don't say too much in the loading screen so I can cut that one out. It saves a little bit of time. Yeah, unlike last time, this time we do an epic dive into the stage. Our skill point actually requires us to burn a blue wizard head in this stage. Correction, destroy hidden stump. I was checking the wrong level. The first one was the Haunted Towers. But anyway, screw ups aside, there is apparently a hidden stump in the stage. And I think I remember where it is. And don't worry, I also know where the blue wizard head is in the next stage. Oh. Good job paying attention, Treecks. Got so distracted in my story I didn't realize the guy drifted towards my altitude and was able to smack me with his shield. These guys are easily taken care of. Just burn their balloon and they fall down. Alright, oh yeah, the achievement's also pretty easy in this stage. So also don't have to worry about that. What we are going to worry about is trapped fairies. See, there's the cage here. And our little fairy friend is actually trapped in here. And they don't want to feed her, apparently. That is one way to get rid of your prisoners. just starve them to death. Okay, 3 of them actually need to be saved from all of these areas. Because they can actually help us, but only if there's 3 of them. So in all of these areas, you can actually... Did I really just bounce off that balloon? Interesting. But what is also interesting is what they can actually do. The fairies, I mean. If 3 of them are saved, a whirlwind actually appears and we can move on to the next section. That's pretty much the gimmick here. Let's go listen to Mudada before moving on.
Fairies are always on your side, Spyro.
You strike me like the kind of dragon that actually would know that. The Dreamweaver's dragons are actually like the least in all honesty. Their design is not per se screaming, ooh, awesome dragon. But it is what it is. I think we want to go to the lower area first here. Because the fairies are going to be hidden here. And 1-ups. And locked chests. There's a lot of things down here. And therefore we have plenty of things to do here. No gems around here. And there are gems here. Some more of the stupid enemies. Apparently not exclusive to the Dark Passage stage. Thank you. And here's the final one. All the way in this little corner. Got tucked away in a dark little section. Anyway, allow me to actually point you this before moving on. Remember how we actually need to find a hidden stump in this stage? That is where it is. However, this is not how we can get to it. Even though it looks like a jump you can make, trust me, you cannot. There's something else you need to do in order to jump here in a different way. We'll be returning to that much later in the stage. Before returning to the skill point of the stage, we're first going to take care of the achievement. Continuation is right over there. However, there's also a couple of these bird-like enemies floating around here. 4 of them in a row. So you should know what time it is. Chivo. All puffed up. Charge through 4 puffer birds in a row. in Lofty Castle. Pretty easily done. And you have to do it over there because this is actually the only part in the stage where 4 of them are in a row, so you can only do it here. You have to use these guys. There's no alternative. Next up, we're going to want to take care of this section, because this is not continuation. This part you're going to want to do first. Don't you dare hit me with your shield! I'll be taking my revenge on you in a minute, sir. First we're going to take care of the lower area. Then we can actually focus on you guys. You're asking for trouble. Use the whirlwind over here to actually get to the higher area. And therefore the ability to actually reach their balloons. Make sure you actually time it correctly so you can still hit all of them. Not miss one of them. So in my case I actually need to reinitiate my flight, because one of them was too low for me. This time I will time a little bit better. There we are. Got all of the gems at least. The fairies I did get in the first run, so didn't have to come back for them. And they will actually take us to a platform containing Useni.
Ah, Spyro, thanks. Supercharge will get you to new places here in Lofty Castle too. See where it takes you.
Ooh, the return of the supercharge. That is never a bad thing, so also remember to bring along the key that you can actually find here. The chest we already saw, but we're going to take care of that in a minute. First we're going to supercharge. Take a good look on the map. We can actually follow along where we need to go. We're aiming for the south end of the center platform. And there we are. Like I said, not too difficult. In this stage we don't even have to combine supercharge ramps. That is something we're going to do next time. Because indeed it will return at some point. I'm pretty sure the next stage is going to be one of them. Next up, we're going to fall down again because we know the locked chest was here. Easily taken care of. After the supercharge ramp you're pretty near it, so might as well do it now. And then we return to this part, so let's charge our way back to where we were, which is this part. Last time we headed left, and this time we're going right, towards the end of the stage. Still that skill point we need to take care of. That we're going to find along the route as well, so don't worry. Here is the next ferry section, introduced by Baruti.
Thank you for releasing me.
Thank you for keeping your dialogue short. Alright, there's 2 whirlwinds here, actually bring us to 2 different islands, both of them containing a ferry of course. At least this one brings us to an island where we can reach the island the ferry is on. Similar deal. There's 2. And now let's go take care of that final one. One more whirlwind over here, so... Nope. Charge failure. No, it's going to float too high, so let's not take any chances. And just do it from here. Safety first, people. Don't take any big risks if you don't have to. Let's continue to the next section. Returning to the center platform, and this time on the northern end. More cupids here. One of the easiest enemies ever in a video game, so not too sure why I'm even bothering mentioning them. Sir, you can't aim. There you go. There's the final section. However, this time around we are going to jump for the skill point. This is actually a platform where we can reach it from. Before jumping to the final section, we're going to go jump to the right, landing on this grass ledge. And from here we can actually jump towards the next one, further south, like this. And the next jump actually becomes a little bit trickier because we need to jump around this wall and then flame this stump, which is really funny because you might think this is made out of wood. It is a stump after all, so you should be able to flame it. But flaming actually does absolutely nothing, as you can see. Always thought this was weird. But anyway, we need to charge it, of course. The skill point says to charge, so... Still thought it was weird and unnatural that you can't even flame this thing. That sounds a lot more natural. Just pointing it out. Let's quickly run back towards where we were before getting distracted by city skill points. But hey, the skill points are still required. We're going to want to watch the art gallery in the bonus content, don't we? So you of course are not going to skip out on that. Final couple of enemies are here. Both in the form of floating Gnorcs and puffy birds. Let's go against the flow so we can actually take care of these guys a little bit quicker. Thank you. There's no gems lying in the grass here. No, wait, there is. So, good thing I checked. Otherwise, paranoia would have struck again the moment I met the end portal and don't have all of the gems. Here we are. Here's the next one. And that should be it. 3 fairies, giving us the whirlwind towards the final platform, where the final 15 gems are also lying in wait for us. 400! And we are done. Therefore saying, let's return to the main hub. 22 minutes in the video. So this is good enough for today. Thank you all for watching. Dream Weavers yet again in Spyro the Dragon. Next time we're going to continue doing another stage in Dream Weavers, which actually contains the double supercharge again, so hell yeah. And of course, see if we can do something with speedways and bosses as well. See you folks in the next part. Thank you for watching, and Treecks out.